Hello, ladies and gentlemen. James Preen with EFI again here to bring you another how-to video. What I want to talk to you about today is something that I across rarely, but I do run into it. So let's say your customer has uh, tabs that they want to print, and they only want to print just the tabs. They don't want to print the tabs with the job. Um, but they also have already pre-designed the tab layout, let's say in Word, which is, in my opinion, the worst place to do it, but that's the scenario. And they now want to just be able to print those tabs, and they have them. Let's say they have 7 tabs that's going to repeat for a number of sets. So they need, let's say, 10 sets of these 7 tabs, and they're going to use a 5 bank tab. Well, the problem is if you use a 5 bank tab, you're going to run into an issue with the order of the tabs, unless you have the ability to kick out those 3 additional tabs that would be used to create the 7 from 2 5 bank tabs, which gives you 10. I probably just confused you there. So they, tried to run this job, and it printed the tabs, but again, their tabs got out of order because they didn't know how to kick out the unused tabs. Well, to kick out unused tabs, you really need to have Job Master, all right? So I'm going to show you from the very beginning about what needed to be changed in this job even to make it print correctly. So here's a sample of what the customer had designed in Word. Now, keeping in mind they designed this when they had a micropress system. And you can see if I scroll through the pages, you can see what's going to be printed on the tab is scrolling into the right location physically on the sheet. However, this was designed working with their micropress, and micropress had a unique feature where when they were running tabs, it would do like an auto rotate to put the orientation in the right location for running tabs long edge feed. JobMaster does not do that. It assumes that your tabs are laid out correctly, or you could be smart and do it in PDF and put bookmarks, which allows you then just to import the bookmarks, and it automatically sets up the tabs with the bookmark information. But that's not the case here. The customer did not want to change their process. All they wanted to do was make it work in JobMaster. So here's what we had to do. In the Word document, the first thing I did was I went to page setup. And I changed this from landscape direction, as you can see here, to portrait. Boom. And you'll notice now every page, actually I should have selected all first and then make that change. And now every page, oops, I don't know what's going on here. Let's do that again. There we go. Okay. Now every page is correct. It's in the right orientation, it's the right size. Then the second thing that I did was I saved this as a PDF. All right. Now if I go into my PDF document, okay, you can see all right, I just want to make it a PDF because it's going to allow me to now edit this PDF and I'm actually going to do this over here. This is my virtual Fiery. I'm going to show you over here because I've already edited this PDF. We did a rotate, all right? So when I went into the PDF, I simply just selected all the pages and did a rotate. So just to give you an example, I went here, I selected every page, and when I did that, I did this rotate right here, okay? And that's what put the images over on this side instead of at the top. So now I am in long edge feed order, and my images that are going to go on the tabs are in the right place. So now what I did was I imported that job into Command Workstation here, okay? And initially when I did that and I go into Job Master, because now I want to tell it that I'm printing tabs, you'll notice something right off the bat that was needed to be changed. Um, if I was to convert these to tabs, I say convert to tab, you'll notice that it converted it to the tabs properly, but the print is not in the right place. Well, that's simple to fix. All you do is right click on here, you say edit tab, you go down here to edit, you tell it that you're doing 5 banks, but right down here where it says tab shift convert to tab, you select this because it was an 8.5 by 11 sheet that was set up for tabs, but you're not in the tab area, which is in the 9-inch area. So I need to move it over a 1/2 inch. Boom. Now it's exactly where it should be. So by the way, all of those settings, I could go over here and save this as a template. Now I can't on my version, I'm running a virtual Fiery, which doesn't let me do that. But you could save this as a template, and then every time the customer wants to run this job, the only thing they would have to do initially was go into their Word document and rotate those pages, or not rotate the pages, change the page setup, make it a PDF. Now that PDF becomes the live document that they use every time instead of the Word document. But then to get the job in the queue, I could just drag it into the queue, right? And at the time that I'm dragging that job into the queue, if I was to drag it in here, I get my little pop-up window. If I had set that that job master as a template and I attach it to a server preset, all they'd have to do is collect the server preset and then process the job, and it's printing with all those setup changes that we just did in Job Master, including the convert to tab image shift. So, if you've got clients that, are kind of set in their ways, oh, I don't want to go back and redo all my tabs in Word and figure out how to do that. Just show them how to convert it and rotate in PDF and then do it through Job Master. So hopefully this helps you guys. If you ever have any questions or need help on it, let me know. Thanks. Have a great day.